Paula. Hi, Diane Joy.
Hey, Paula.
Hi. Hi, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Hi.
It's gone, Wendy. Yay!
Nuno. Hi,
Bernard.
Nuno.
Hi, Nuna.
Hi, Noreen.
Hey, Bernadette.
Yuri.
Hi, Nona.
Hi, Noreen.
Hi,
You're out of your
Hi.
corner today, Yuri.
Bonnie was here. Diane is not
It's
here.
a little bit hot today. Hi,
Yes,
Noreen.
I agree.
Amen.
Very cute.
Yeah.
We're detoxing in England.
You are?
Oh.
Yeah.
How's that?
Are you detoxing?
All
Right,
right,
it's very
now,
cold.
Oh.
are we ready? We are
Yes.
ready.
We are ready.
Okay.
We are ready.
We're rocking and rolling. Yay!
The message
Oh, yeah.
Saint Germain,
Okay, I'm ready.
we all read, and it's
Yes.
great.
Yes.
But there's a quantum way to view that. And the quantum way is we've taken 20 years. So why do we believe it?
Say that again, Peter.
So
Sorry.
this is how your consciousness works versus your quantum.
Instant versus
No.
20 years. Yes.
To know New Balance.
Oh,
Yeah.
from the belief system. Yeah.
It's
So-
taken me.
We don't
42
know.
To know.
It's fun to read the message,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't know that this is day one after 20 years of failure.
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 That's what it is.
Yeah.
Haven't we learnt steps along the way, though, Peter?
Well, it's wonderful to read it. It is the first day of the new fiscal year.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you've got a reason.
reason,
Election
yeah.
day is another reason.
True.
The winter solstice is another reason. Which one is it? I don't know. Was it fun to read what Saint Germain said? You bet.
Yeah.
Yes.
The link that Donna D sent, I'm 10 minutes from finishing that. But I don't know. Do I believe pre-quantum? As pre-quantum said, we had the... Sure, that's what pre-quantum does. You guys are studying quantum,
Yes.
not pre-quantum.
Right.
There are no dates in quantum.
Correct. And there really aren't. But we're certainly at a window.
Mm-hmm.
And the window is punctuated by it's a new fiscal year. Many companies use the calendar year. So they go January 1st to December 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Called the calendar year. If the year runs differently, like Federal Express goes, I think May to May, or the beginning of May, the end of July next year, that's called a fiscal year. And it's simply when the year isn't the calendar year. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is some
But
kind
this
of reset.
Fiscal year is a window.
Is it business, to do with business?
Correct. But know what it is, don't get sucked into the dryer.
No driver.
Hey, Peter.
Fire.
Alfred.
Oh,
Hey, Alfred.
Hi, Alfred.
Hey, Alfred.
I'd like to
Wonderful
give
see
you a strange coincidence that happened today. I was looking at my smartphone and iPhone, and I saw the time on it was 11:40. I happened to be in front of the stove, and the stove has two timers. One above it, which is a microwave, which I don't use. It's broken, but there's a timer we use, and both those times were the same. They were 4 minutes off. It was 11:44 on both those clocks.
Hmm.
So what I did was looked at my phone. I said, "Wait a minute. It could be that those mechanisms are slow or faster or whatever." So I reset them. Just a few minutes ago, let's say 5 minutes ago, I was in the kitchen again before I came in here to my office, and I said, "Whoa, what time is it?" It was 11:57, and the clocks were 7 minutes slow.
Wow.
Gosh.
And I want to tell you something. In between that time, from 11:40 till now, I had set my phone down. I was using it to try to get a FaceTime call to my son, and so I set it down on the counter, face down. All of a sudden, I hear this voice. I pick it up, and it happened to be someone I talk to occasionally. It was Catherine on the call. And I don't know, I didn't call her. I could have touched the phone and it might have called her, but I'm telling you, the strange thing with time just occurred in my life, and I wanted to share that.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank
So
you.
I'm going to mute.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alfred.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Hi, Diana.
Hi. Hi, Diana.
Hi, Diana.
Mm.
Wow.
Hi, Diana.
You look different today.
So how's it feel, Bev, to have the birthday today?
It feels wonderful.
Good. This is the day you took your first breath 57 years ago.
Gosh.
Yes, I actually talked to my mom this morning and we discussed her experience. It was pretty neat.
Yay.
So, yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. She couldn't
So,
remember what time I was born at though.
Aw.
She doesn't remember?
She doesn't remember, no, but she
Oh.
had.
on your birth certificate.
They don't put it.
They don't put
They
the exact time.
put it on your birth certificate when you're real old.
Oh.
They didn't put it on mine.
There,
They
there
wrote
was
it
a, there
on
was a
mine,
bigger,
but it was in beautiful calligraphy.
yeah.
yeah, and it's not recorded. That's why you have rectification. Rectification makes up for the fact it wasn't recorded. Like I'm 6 p.m., but when the rectification was done, it was 6:09.
That's why you said rectified.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Because that gives you the exact minute.
It gives
How
you
did
what,
you happen
Lisa?
Exactly.
How did you happen to get the rectification?
Had my 2 footprints.
I had to use astrologers. I used one in Raleigh,
North Carolina?
That's, but it's simply a matter of Bud could do it. I can do it.
Sweet bud.
So it's just a matter of doing it. But having somebody that has a lot of skills in that area, you don't want to work with somebody that's never done it.
Of course.
They don't have deep skills
No.
in that area. So, wow. How many do we have?
I'm back.
Yay, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Julie.
Peter, 28 right now. Diane
Hi, Catherine.
Hoyt is not
Hi,
connected yet.
Catherine. Hi.
Joanne.
Oh,
back
there
to
she
Right,
is.
so we're
She just
one
joined.
from tying our record.
29. We are in
29.
29.
Yay! So we got
Diane just came in. Where are you, Diane? Say
Hi,
hello.
Diane. Say hi.
And counting.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Bubble.
See you.
Hi, Diane.
Hi.
Oh, there you are.
Your camera is turned off, Diane.
I'm actually
Hi,
driving.
Catherine.
Catherine.
Ah, she's
Hi,
driving.
Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
She says she's driving.
Oh. I'm actually driving. I'm going from one property to the next.
Okay.
Oh, we hear your voice.
Yeah,
to hear your
great.
voice.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Hi, Diane. Hi. I wish I could see everybody's face. Sorry about this.
Not a problem.
Okay.
So, who's got questions?
I have a comment.
Okay.
Peter started FaceTime calls on November 9th, 2018. Okay? To date, he's done 77 FaceTime calls with us. Large
Wow.
group.
Wow,
Including
that's
today.
impressive.
Wow.
Look,
77.
this
My
is
goodness.
my binder.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you
So
see?
organized.
6.
And these are all the notes.
Wow.
These are all the notes I made. Look at all the notes. It's 4-inch binder. It's full. I have to get a new binder.
Wow. Good for you,
Wow,
Judy.
Judy.
I listened to the old calls and I listened to the recent calls, and I noticed how much we have grown.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've gone deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
And to me, that explains why something that Peter said a few months ago is different today, or he says it differently today.
Yeah.
It is not inconsistency. It is because we're getting better and better.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Judy.
Judy.
You're amazing.
Yeah,
Judy.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judy.
You.
Our dots have
What a
expanded.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's
It's true.
Thank you, Alex.
Your
Bunch of bigger
endless
dots.
dot is bigger.
Bunch of bigger dots.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Judy.
Oops.
So, question.
Peter, I'll ask a question.
Okay.
When you were talking about the 13 concepts to say each morning, do we also say Cami and Nell
No.
when we're saying it for
No.
ourselves?
No.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
See, the
Say my
difference
family.
is I'm unique and you're unique.
Right,
Say what feels right to you.
right.
Yes.
Thank you. That's what I thought. Just wanted to clarify.
Is it the reason why you're saying that, Peter, is because they are your teammates?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we all have different
I see.
teammates. So if
Right.
Right. So as you reveal more to yourself, do it. Don't
You're
say
disappearing, Peter.
that's new. I'm not gonna do it. Do it.
Looks like there is another call, FaceTime call with 7 people.
Hi, Bonnie. She's here.
Oh.
Oh, Bonnie.
We can't see you.
I don't see you.
I hope your wall.
There
Oh,
she.
yay.
Hi, Bonnie.
There
Hello.
she is.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie. Hello.
There
Hi,
she is. Hi, Bonnie.
Just, I'm sorry to interrupt everybody. I have to go now because my mother is having a hard time, and I will go and help her. So
Take care,
thank you
honey.
so
Okay.
much.
Love you.
Yeah, love you.
Love you.
Look after yourself,
Take care.
you know.
Be sure to be
Hi,
happy.
mother.
thank
Take care of
you.
your mother.
You said, Peter?
Tell her,
Tell her
You
we send our
have-
love.
It's
Thank
the
you.
most important of all.
Yes.
Okay.
Happy.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye bye. I hope I
Yeah.
can return, but I don't know. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Good
New
luck.
York.
Bye.
Take care.
Happy
Bye.
with you and Maria too.
Turning right from the left lane.
So Peter, rather than saying Nell and Cammy, obviously we wouldn't. We could even just say teammates if we don't know all our different teammates.
Yeah, you could, but it's much better to work with your magnificence and learn who they are.
Yeah, indeed.
Your family.
Right, and your family. You can always do your family.
Mhm.
And if you've ever been married, notice I didn't say if you are married. I said if you've ever been married, they are still your children.
Yes.
Teammates?
Children.
You're saying
They're still our children.
Children.
it should be your
Yeah, you're estranged from your children. That's fear.
Right.
but you
What does fear stand for? False
False evidence appearing real.
real.
Right.
But you're
So you still have fear regarding your children, even though you're not married. I'm doing a scenario. So get rid of the fear.
You're doing me, Peter. Yay.
Me too, but the fear may not be on our end, it might be on the other person's end.
Yeah, but yours is you.
Mhm.
And it's your responsibility, not somebody else's.
Yes.
If you participated in bringing in a child, that is your child. And what anybody else is doing is their business, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is to have no fear
Yes.
and be loving and positive, which stems from balance, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So keep it balanced. Balance, love, positive.
Strength. Is that your puppy,
Strength.
Jan?
dance buddy.
all right. I'll mute.
Hi, Lee.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
So Peter,
Yes.
so if so our former spouse would be considered still a teammate because they were once a teammate?
Thank you, Diane.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
But they're not a husband.
Exactly. And someone who has passed, someone who's died, if that was your spouse, they're still your teammate even though they're not on the planet.
Correct.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sorry, what did you say, Diana? Because we all got
I have a
cut off.
question.
Yeah. What was the first part of your question
Does
about a husband?
that include marriage only or partnership?
It it's really balance. And then from balance, you add love and positivity. It's that simple.
Okay.
The question that I asked was about if you were married to someone and you are no longer with that person, you're divorced. Is that still your teammate that you want to acknowledge every day? Because I didn't know that, so I haven't been doing that. And then I said, if someone has passed, you have a spouse that died, they're still your teammate and you still acknowledge them. And Peter said yes on both counts.
Oh.
Once they have passed, your obligations are with them are over. Remember, what is one of the root things we're working with? No death.
Death.
So death is very different than no death. And all of us none of us like death. Right?
What's your call?
Right. None of us like death.
Right. And none of us plan on death.
Correct.
Hey, please mute yourselves.
Pardon me?
I was saying some people are making noise in the background.
Well, I think it's Harry in the car.
Oh. Okay, it's Harry deal.
So, I
Okay, hang on
mean,
1 second. Peter, wait 1 minute. Yuri's asking you, Noreen, because she's gotten kicked off twice, if you could put the recording on. You can push your, are you recording it now? Because she's asking. Or could you please start recording because she keeps getting kicked off.
I got kicked off too, but it might.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I
Me
just
too.
came back. Oh, yeah, I'm back.
But
Okay.
my
I got
recording
kicked out
seems to be
once.
still going. I don't want to start
Okay.
on. Yeah.
What happened?
Thank
I don't
you.
know.
We all got booted.
I think it's a car that's
Yep.
driving.
There's
Yeah,
two
Terry.
FaceTime calls.
There's a lot of people,
Oh.
though. It's more than just one.
yeah. And we all got booted.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Won't be
Well,
the first time.
I-
Last time.
What I did, I went back in the text and hit the join FaceTime call again. That's
Me
how I
too.
got it.
Yeah, me
I
too.
did too.
Me too.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah, it was real fast. But let's just make sure we're all together. First of all, we're endless,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And we're young. You know, we're still working on the young part, but the endless part, we pretty much achieve. So, what if we have children? Well, it needs balance, right? And what's balance?
Love and positivity.
Exactly.
Wow.
Don't make it more complex. That's all it is. Don't work on stuff that is false. Yeah. So you're starting to put things together. We're putting no death. But if you're simply using holographic energy, you're going to die. Right? But if you use both holographic and real energy, you won't die.
Yeah, you added that to the daily intent.
Exactly.
I saw that. Add real energy. to holographic.
And
Those-
I added practice. So
Yes.
now we're 22.
Peter, what are
Yes.
what are we supposed to do with the magnetic energy?
You
How do
just,
we use it?
if you're using magnetic energy, you don't need lines. It's real simple. Somebody who is a master with magnetic energy, like Tesla, didn't use lines.
Right.
He used the earth.
Right.
That's all it is. It's lines versus earth, and it's delay versus no delay.
Instant.
Yeah, instant. No attenuation delay. It's called.
Is tachyon have anything? How is it related to tachyon? Does that have anything to do with that?
Tachyon is magnetic energy from a pyramid source.
Oh. Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay.
It's good,
Uh-huh.
but it's simple.
Is it a device?
Hmm?
Is it a device inside the pyramid?
It can be either.
Uh-huh.
So what's the lines, Peter? Can you just say more about the lines again?
About the lines,
Yes.
Telephone wires?
electrical
Electrical lines.
has delay, needs lines.
I
Has
see.
delay, needs lines.
I see. Like optic fibers, is that a line?
Now, what's the difference between AC and DC? Well, tremendous delay
On AC.
on DC,
DC, yes.
and as you go away from the source, you're about done in 3 miles. When you use AC, you can go around the world. That's different. DC short. AC Niagara Falls, right? That's where the big one was done. That was the big one.
Huge.
Tesla.
Gigantic.
Yeah. And it could go all the around the world, but you need high tension lines. So that's AC and DC. But what about magnetic? You can send that through the earth. The experiment that was done in Colorado Springs by Tesla was he charged the earth and lit 230 bulbs by sticking in the earth in Cripple Creek. About 16 miles away. That was the experiment. What he crashed the power plant in Colorado Springs several times. In this experiment, as he learned, oh, I've got to charge more than I'm doing, then he learned it's too much. So that's the life of the inventor. But that's what happened. Because he was working both AC and magnetic.
Yeah, seeing magnetic. Wow.
He's a smart dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Supposedly, Einstein said that Tesla was one of the smartest men on Earth.
Well, the simple point is there was no quantum strength.
Oh yeah.
That's the simple point.
Yeah, he was on his own a lot, wasn't he?
But there was no quantum strength to reach to and balance.
Right.
Remember, the quantum strength doesn't come to you. You reach to it.
Exactly. Well, at least you knew what to come back and work on.
Yeah, that's true. And I also knew that we were close in quantum strength.
Good point, Jan. That was cute.
Yeah, it just enormously.
Big difference. Yeah. It's
So-
so real when we reach for quantum strength. It is so powerful.
Fast. To me,
Fast. Yeah.
I mean, each day I'm combining water and quantum strength twice, and that is so fast. To have that there to reach towards, and then I'm acknowledging water. Boom. That's 5 different things with one word. It's ice, it's water, it's air, it's plasma, and it's creation.
Peter, I still don't understand why snow doesn't have its own category. It's so different from ice and liquid, with the pretty crystal.
Yeah, but ice melts. Ice melts.
Well, so does snow. Oh,
Well, snow is ice.
but it's different,
Tiny
Yeah, but
crystals.
it's more
Ice crystals.
powdery.
Yeah, snow is a form of ice. But around 38 degrees, you're going to get snow instead of water.
just seems so special.
Because it's
Crystallized.
Crystals,
and each
yeah.
crystal
Yeah, I know.
is unique, just like
Everyone.
each of us.
Yeah, that's so
Each of
wonderful,
us
that
is
one.
unique, and each of us is equal. That's huge. So it's so important to go to the bottom on each of these things and then share them with others. Well, this is what it looks like on the bottom.
Peter,
Yes.
when you you say the 5th level, you used to always say quantum. Now you're saying creation.
Right, because when you take water and quantum strength, you have the 2 biggest things for creation.
Okay.
Because that's all it is. It's combining water and quantum strength twice
Okay.
and calling that creation.
Okay.
Good question, Donna D. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so someone will have to draw something like the H with the electrons and positrons.
Well,
To share. Like the compass, the dots, on
Right.
the diagram.
Real energy is antimatter and matter connected. problem is things happen very slowly and you never die.
Harry's on a other FaceTime call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and go get him. Let's see if I can do it.
So keep it simple because it is simple.
Yes.
Don't let that mind get in there and jump temporarily into the dryer and get all confused.
Yeah, it's like analyzing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anal.
I think Diana
Yes, I went
just
through that
dropped
one
too.
today. Oh, dear.
Peter, I have a question for you. Just a kind of a clarification for me. You said everybody in the group is in quantum, and there are 3 groups out there: Quantum Mastery, Pre-Quantum, and then we have the Evil.
Right.
Are we considered part of Quantum Mastery when we're not masters? Or are we in Pre-Quantum waiting to go into Quantum Mastery once we go through all the pieces we have to become Quantum Mastery? Where is our
Once-
group at?
That sounds so linear.
Once you cross the threshold, you are in quantum. There still is fear for those who have spiritual ego, because that's totally fear. But they have so much quantum that they have a 4, but they aren't 6 until they become a master of their fear.
But we're still in that quantum group.
Yeah.
True. We're in the quantum group, but they still have thresholds. Some of us have gone over we've all gone through the group threshold. Some
Correct.
have gone through the individual, but not all. And some are still in the spiritual ego then. But we are in that quantum group.
Yes.
Getting confused with that.
And
Yeah.
we're at about 80,
Okay.
and then there are 20 with spiritual ego.
20 in the whole group, Peter, right?
Correct. Of 100.
Of the 100.
Yeah.
Which is not bad at all. I mean, that's pretty good.
Not at all.
Out of 100, that's very strong.
When we figured that we started at Diana's weekend before Thanksgiving 2015, and there were 10 of us. 10. And that's grown to 100. And we made enormous progress. And many of you have had great suggestions. They weren't fun for me because I'm there.
Yeah.
For you, they triggered tremendous, at least from my point of view, tremendous additions to the website.
Yeah, very helpful.
A lot of growth.
Yeah. And I get help all the time. And I appreciate that. And I try to respond instantly with the change. A good example is somehow in the contacts, my name was showing up in Alex's contact, and Judy has a new name. And by sending out a new list, all those were fixed.
Yes.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, Judy.
The Alex
But
with the
that
K,
was
with the
Julie
K.
who pointed that out.
Yeah.
Yay, Julie.
So the point is that we all help each other. And that's why quantum threshold is so valuable. Sure, it has some fears left. And that gives us an ego. And it stops us cold in going from 4 to 6. But we're at 4. I mean, there's a lot to that. That's strong. But will it go to 6? No, never. Until the fear is mastered or balanced.
Balanced, yeah.
Balanced.
Well, we've all been guided by you, Peter, and we wouldn't be here today, you know, if it wasn't for your guidance. And you sort of kept us on the path. I think most of us, if not all of us, appreciate that.
Well,
Yes.
We all do.
Yes, we all
thank you.
We
Howard.
Yeah, of course we do.
Of
course we do.
Basically, we're now at 100. I mean, that makes me so happy that we've gone from 0. All that we had was quantum singularity. That was it. And then we went to 1 on the 25th of February last year, with everything fully tested. And then the 10 of us who gathered at Diana's in 2015 Thanksgiving, we're now 100.
Yay. Yay.
That's fantastic.
Good work.
That's way more
5
than
years. That's
10.
We just need one more, and then it's 101.
It's funny.
We have it if you count quantum singularity.
Bernadette is always a clown.
I've always been a clown.
I love it.
It's fun.
Love
So much fun. It makes it fun.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yuri.
You crack me up, Bernadette.
Oh,
That's
God.
all about Bernadette.
Well, it's simple, isn't it?
Oh.
So we've got a few more minutes. Who has a question?
Well, the day before yesterday, I really did. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Well, the day before yesterday, I really bubbled up. It was like, like a feeling of a child laughing, like a toddler. I was really like bubbling up about the RV, and it said RV, and then I thought, wow. It's just like a confirmation. It was like the depths of the depths of the depths. Like when you've had a dream, and you just see a little image, and it goes on for a very long time. There's loads of meanings in it. Well, it just felt like that. The bubbling up, Peter.
But see, it's a great moment to learn more balance. That's what you're really learning.
Yes.
More balance. And balance is everything. No, ANOW, 4 letters, new, 3 letters, and balance. and then no grows. And we did that for 5,000 supercycles. Man, that's a lot of time.
Yes.
That's a lot of learning. We know how to do that. And now we have multiples who are equal and unique. That's it.
Yeah.
We've added blood and strength. And there's a lot of other stuff. But it's the big stuff I've just gone through.
And I think the balancing, Peter, is crucial to our growth.
Yes.
And it's on a daily basis, I feel, every day. That difference, a short, small difference, and it feels so good, you know?
Yes. Yes. It does feel good. Thank you, Harry. It does feel good.
Yeah, thank you, Harry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, you're doing great. I mean, we're at 100. And the website is fat, and just about everybody is to the better of the website.
Yes.
So, who's that going to impact? Well, just 7.5 billion.
Right.
And eventually the evil ones, because evil simply lives spelled where they're going to die. Most of the 7.5 billion are going to die. But will 100 be 1,000? You bet.
Yes.
Will it be 100? You bet. Will it be 1,000,000? You bet. And why? Because of what you have done.
Yes.
That's humbling.
Yay,
That's
team.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Exciting.
very overwhelming.
Exciting. Yay. Yeah. We're getting ready.
So, Wendy, did you have something?
Is Alfred still on?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Wait,
the other
wait.
day, I was listening to Alfred tell his story about the baptismal font,
Right.
and I thought that I was seeing John the Baptist.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really good.
He's back. He's,
Wow.
he's in it now.
New living waters.
That fits with me.
Oh,
That Robert is John the Baptist.
Yay!
Alfred. Yeah.
That's
Alfred.
awesome. I like that.
Peter, is that
Combination.
Robert or Alfred?
Alfred.
Alfred.
Oh, Alfred.
Or Alfred.
Yeah.
Wow.
Our beyond the quantum threshold Alfred.
Beyond the
Yay,
quantum
Alfred.
threshold.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We are so awesome.
Yeah, we are. We absolutely are.
I have a question, Peter.
Yes.
How is Ashtar doing? Have you had any recent contacts or sightings?
I'm doing real time. Ashtar is at high alert. So Ashtar recognizes the moment of the new fiscal year.
Cool.
And that is a more simple time to do things than the confusion of or the certainty of the winter's solstice.
Please say that again, Peter.
The confusion of the election and the certainty of the winter solstice.
Remember, the winter solstice is very similar to the ascension that we did at Mayan time. And there were 10 of us, and we're all here. So,
And that's pretty amazing in itself, the fact that we've all been drawn back and that the 10 are actually here in the group. That's magnificent.
And one still has some spiritual ego, but that spiritual ego won't be able to last very long.
Yes.
Yay. That's
Yay.
awesome.
That's awesome. Yay.
Great.
Yay, Scotty.
Yeah.
Go, Scotty, go.
Yeah.
That's it, Scott.
The man.
The man.
That's great news.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yay.
So, I mean, we're really making progress.
Well, no wonder with what's been going on.
Yeah.
And balance then.
Balance, right?
Yeah.
And balance is so key.
Yes. Thank goodness we know about it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, and again, Peter, thank you for the extra calls because it just really feels like the momentum is like we're soaring, you know. It's really exciting.
Yeah, I came up with that word a lot today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to write that yesterday on a card. Soar.
Really? Yeah.
How it feels.
All right, Peter, 55 minutes almost.
Okay. Any last minute questions?
Alfred has one.
I think you run your quota.
Far
No, just
too
kidding.
late. Go for it, Alfred.
In present time.
Because we look at all of this as transitory, are we really the most powerful beings?
I think everybody's gone.
No.
No, they're here.
Oh, right.
Can you speak up a little more, Alfred?
You say it again, Alfred. You.
Yes.
Thank
Alfred,
Because
it's
everything
simple.
is transitory, I wondered, are we the most powerful beings?
Yes. Because we can do holographic and real energy. Nobody else does that.
Two together.
And remember, with holographic energy, the amount of learning we can do during the waking hours is huge. And then we don't sleep anymore. We go back to real energy. So we go back and forth. And we regenerate and we do all the things we do with real energy. Is matter and antimatter. It's called many 0.8 because the dot of connect is connecting matter and
Antimatter.
which
Yep.
and it's connecting while we sleep. Is that true?
Correct.
That's awesome in itself.
Yes. It's huge.
Third of our lives.
Exactly. That's right. 8 hours.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
You're welcome. And it's fun to know that you are somebody in history that we all recognize. And we all recognize John.
Yeah, you look like him too.
Yeah.
It's not really. I've just got It's not really spiritual ego saying that then.
Right. Remember,
Information. I mean, that's
who
important.
we were isn't in divinity. Doesn't really matter.
That's right.
What matters is experience and practice that represent.
Right.
Right.
Even
So
though it's
we
fun to know.
balance
Yeah.
from a divine being to experience and balance and practice. Huge
Experience and what, Peter?
practice.
Balance.
Oh, practice.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah.
We are more than our divine names, you said.
Yes.
Correct.
Ah.
Yes, it's just fun.
And so don't let the divine names become fodder for the spiritual ego, you know. So,
Correct.
Okay.
yeah.
I think we all recognize how much more there is to learn, and that should keep us all in line, so to speak, without ego jumping over the place. There's so much more to learn.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
and I think we all are recognizing that, and that'll keep us straight, if nothing else will.
Yeah, I like to
Exactly.
keep things straight.
Humble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is balanced.
Yes.
Balance.
How can you be humble and not be in balance? You can't.
Be what?
Yeah, what
How
did you
can
say,
you
Peter?
be
Humility comes from balance.
right? And you get to practice 6 different balances.
Right.
Rather than just say balance, now we say 6 different ones.
Right.
Oh.
And then practice, Alex says, practice balance, practice balance. It's what she says.
Yeah.
So what we're doing, we're practicing balance. What did we do for 5,000 super cycles? Each super cycle, counting zeros. What did we do? We balanced. We're really good at balancing. We're really good at it.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
Been an
One
hour.
more thing, I just wanted to say in France they were celebrating Joan of Arc.
Really?
Yes, I.
Oh, by
Yes,
the way,
I love going to the French quarters in
New Orleans.
Yes, we went there, and the first place we stopped at was a little church, and we walked inside, and there was this beautiful statue of Joan of Arc.
Wow.
And we paused and looked at that, and my husband already knew that, you know, this was back in 2014, and
Wow.
he already knew that I had been saying that I was Joan of Arc. So looking at that statue, we saw so many similarities of.
Yeah.
In the French Quarter, Zora has told me several times is a picture of Nell when she was a madam.
Yeah.
Wow.
When she was.
When she was what?
She was a
Look
madam.
at him.
An atom.
The picture of her still exists today.
M-A-G-A-M-A.
A madam.
A madame.
Oh,
You mean in French.
Oh, I thought you said that.
oh, I see.
That's funny. That's
Okay,
balancing
dear.
the
Hey,
that's
are we gonna
balancing the
sing
Benjamin
today
Franklin.
for Bev or no?
Yes.
That was great, Sonny.
It is. It really is. And I have also been using the circus to help now. Before I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But now it's all there.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yay.
Yes.
And one more thing, please. I just wanted to thank you, Peter, because on my arm, when we had the question and answer call, and you showed me to pause as I moved down my arm when there was pain. That's it. That was the answer.
Good. Thank you, Julie.
Yay.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had to do
for
that too.
me too. For me too. It helped
Yeah.
me out a lot.
Good.
It was just a pause.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
All you need is 0.45 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you
Great.
need.
0.45, pause.
Right. Exactly right.
Yeah, I think that should be put on the website as well for newcomers or anything.
Yes.
It's a good idea. Can we sing to Bev now? Because it is her birthday today, so let's.
And can we celebrate Joan of Arc as well, because they're celebrating her in France also.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely, and John the Baptist too. Why not?
And John.
Oh yes.
Celebrate today.
Exactly.
All right,
We can
let's do it,
celebrate
people.
everything.
1,
Happy
2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
And Joan of Arc.
And Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
That was awesome. I celebrate each of you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bev.
Thank you.
Hey, I think you got the better rendition.
Yeah, nicey nice.
I think Thursday.
But Peter?
Thursday.
We'll see everybody next
In a
Thursday.
week.
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay.
All right.
How about one?
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Peter. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. I love you.
I love you.
Love you. Bye bye.